I'll say some prayers, please follow. O Lord, may thy hand lead us
O Lord, may thy hand lead us
from the unreal to the real,
from the unreal to the real,
from darkness to light,
from darkness to light,
from death to immortality.
from death to immortality.
May all be happy,
May all be happy,
may all be peaceful,
may all be peaceful,
may all be enlightened and cultured,
may all be enlightened and cultured,
may all attain perfection.
may all attain perfection.
May peace be established in the three bodies of man.
May peace be established in the three bodies of man.
May peace be established in the three worlds.
May peace be established in the three worlds.
May peace be established everywhere.
May peace be established everywhere.
May truth be our religion.
May truth be our religion.
May service be our worship.
May service be our worship.
May knowledge be our breath.
May knowledge be our bread.
May world be our family.
May the world be our family.
May yoga be our way.
May yoga be our way.
May our eyes see happy and noble things.
May our eyes see happy and noble things.
May our ears hear happy and truthful words.
May our ears hear happy and truthful words.
May our tongues be sweet and truthful.
May our tongues be sweet and truthful.
May our bodies be divine instruments.
May our bodies be divine instruments.
May noble thoughts come to us
May noble thoughts come to us
from all corners of the universe.
from all corners of the universe.
May we never leave God.
May we never leave God.
May God never leave us.
May God never leave us.
Om peace and love.
Om peace and love.
Om peace and health.
Om peace and health.
Om peace and enlightenment.
Om peace and enlightenment.
We'll chant on. Hari Om Tat Sat. Good morning to everyone.
I would like to welcome everybody here this morning to the YogaShakti Mission Sunshine Lecture. This morning we have the pleasure of having Mataji back with us after traveling to India and to New York. And now she's back. As always, seems like she never left. But since she is back, we haven't actually come up with a topic other than something we suggested yesterday, Maji, and since I was sitting here, I thought of a topic if you would like me to suggest something.
Am I sitting in place of Kelvin? Where is Kelvin? Is he here? Or yes?
That's right, Kevin.
Kevin.
Came last week. We had to, we advanced everybody 1 week.
You have informed him?
Yes, he was here last week and he did his lecture on natural healing.
Come and sit down. आ जाओ, कोई बात नहीं, कुर्सी पे बैठो. कुर्सी, some chairs from outside. Yeah, there are chairs. Yeah, कुर्सी पे बैठो तो. As long as the baby doesn't cry, it's okay.
Into the subject, the topic. I thought I just might suggest the subject of the spiritual childlike adult. Since we've been talking about children lately.
Hari Om. I welcome everyone. Many are new faces, many are old friends. Judy Kopp is here. I'm glad to see her. I'm glad to see again Gerda after 4 months or 5 months. Yeah. And I'm happy to see new faces also, those who are new to the ashram. I have many other things to inform you because many people are curious what I'm doing in India and what I do here. Because I'm never to be found mostly. Very rarely people know when I come and when I go. Only near and dear people know. And I have made it a point of my life not to make too much publicity. This has been until now. But necessary information must be given to all people. Because it is not for personal pleasure, it is for everyone. Yoga is only to help people. Because I found nothing better than yoga. Everything has beauty, everything is useful in its own place. But something to help your personal problems, I think yoga has proved itself. It has become so popular all throughout the world that its popularity itself is a proof. I have not found any country in the world where yoga is not being taught. But some people have taken yoga only as physical exercise. Because in India it was a secret system. Only gurus knew and they taught only to needy people, not to everyone. Because yoga has many advantages which I should not mention here. You can read the books. It was a form of therapy in India, but yogis kept it to themselves because other people are more interested in eating, drinking, sleeping, enjoying the world. Then for them, the doctors should treat. Because when they are enjoying the world, then the medicine will take care of them, and that is called Ayurveda or science of medicine. Medical doctors, they should take care of people's health. But yogis took care of their own health by inventing the science of yoga, which is very helpful in keeping the body in shape and keeping the mind also in shape. Later on, yoga was discovered or known to other people when it was taught to devotees. When they found it very beneficial, probably they started propagating it. And many people have propagated yoga for the good of people. In India, they never charged for it. And I would wish if I have many devotees who will take care of all my expenses, then we should teach free. But we don't teach on a commercial basis, only $35 donation for 8 classes, which is very little. While as in other seminars, people charge $900 for 2 days teaching, 3 days teaching, and $1,000 or $1,500 are too much in America. Here, it has been free all through, but when you want to join and come, then something must be given towards the maintenance to keep it on, and that is minimum charge or very little charge. Membership of this is only $25 a year, which is only to keep it ongoing. And if we are economical and know how to manage, probably it can run that. But yoga has proved it very good because I told you that it is very popular throughout the world. So much so that as a physical exercise, even communist countries had welcomed it. But when they found that yoga cures the mind also, it keeps you fit mentally and physically, both, then probably it was stopped, because it improves the relation of mind and the body. And this subject of yoga is very essential and very important and very useful, and it should be practiced by all those people who want to be healthy, happy, and want to find enlightenment. And that's why this is only yoga mission, to teach yoga. What is yoga? It has 4 levels. It begins with body, but later on it takes into the deeper levels of your own mind. How many layers of your mind are there, and how do you act and behave? And it is mixed up. It is spiritual system, but in between is the mind, because in India it is called Adhyatma. Adhi means mind, or Atma means soul. The body is not mentioned because we are already in the body. We don't need to mention it. We know that we are bodies, and we see our bodies. When a child is born, he doesn't know his body. When he grows up, then he is introduced to his body. Newly born babe does not know that which is my eye, or nose, or ear, or anything. The parents teach, or by listening, by seeing, he learns that this is my nose, these are my ears, these are my eyes, don't do this, don't do that, and child is taught. He is always taught. He will walk over the edge and fall down because he doesn't know what the body is, what the laws of matter are. He is not aware, but he gets introduced to this world. And later on, when he knows that he is the body, we get so much involved into material things or body related things that we forget our real existence. That is why yoga is taught or preached or explained to each and everybody, because we must remember that we are not only body. Nowadays all the diseases are related to tension and stress. Everybody has stress or stress management or tension, frustration, so many words. And these words are very good, but I am scared of these words or spellings also. I don't want to spell right. Because if I spell right, it will come to me. Mind is such a powerful instrument that it can bring you what you wish to gain. I think Mark Twain wrote that my will, my thoughts are magnet twain to bring me all I wish to gain. And will and thought or mind plays a very, very important role into our life. And mind is very palatable or has a very palatable nature or plastic nature or very it adjusts itself to any circumstances very quickly. First time when I traveled to European countries, I landed in London first, just a stopover, and I had to carry very heavy bags full of books, full of 16mm movies, big reels, this big reels, and full of books. And I had to land with that, and I didn't know what are the system or custom here, whether I will get a porter or I will not. I didn't find, and I had to carry those heavy bags. 1 hour I was feeling anew, but after an hour or two, I felt as if I am born here and I know my way. This is the nature of each and everyone. If you let yourself manifest, you will begin to feel one with people very soon. And if you are always carrying your past with you and memories with you, then you are fighting against your own self. Your body is here in this land and your mind is somewhere else and always bringing those memories. And then you fight against yourself. This is the fight which is explained in Gita, that we have always confusion within ourselves. There are two beings within our own self, and the two beings are fighting. One mind says this and the other mind says that, and we have always constant fight within ourselves. Yoga helps you to know yourself in its correct perspective, or what you are really, body, mind and spirit. It does not deny body, it does not deny the existence of mind, it does not deny the existence of your spirit or soul or the heart, mind. Then you are three persons in the same body. You are physical, you are mental, you are spiritual. And to make it more clear, I would say that we have many aspects, four personalities: physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. We have body, and we have mind, but mind functions on two levels. One is intellectual level, the other is emotional level. One is passions level, that mind has so many desires, it wants to run after desires. And the other is intellectual, that it wants something which will help it for a longer time or permanently. Then intellect is different, and mind which runs after emotions or passions, if it is not purified, it brings us a lot of problems. And fourth is our spiritual level. Even if we are very happy and well satisfied, well settled in our lives, still there is some longing in the mind. Have you felt it? I'm sure that you must be feeling that there is a longing. People get bored. People don't know what to do. And if it is not directed properly, then they will go to wine, women, and gambling and smoking and other things. Because there is some corner in your heart or mind which is empty, which is looking for something else, and it is not getting what it wants. Then that is the spiritual thirst. Even if we get everything of this world, still mind will get bored, still mind will not be happy. It is very soon grown out of it, or you are no more interested into it. Then this is also its nature, or your mind's nature. Then we have to work on 4 steps. In 4 steps, we will try to improve our life. The first is the physical, the second is emotional, the third is intellectual, and fourth is spiritual. These 4 are termed as Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, and Gyan Yoga. Karma Yoga is physical level. We must know what the world is, how to adjust, how to relate with this world. There are many philosophies. One philosophy is YogaShakti Darshan. Then YogaShakti Darshan teaches you that you first know what elements are here in this world. Know the nature of the elements. Know how to combine, how to permute, how to use it, and make best use of it. And body is one of the greatest elements. And this body is a congregation of many elements. How many? Sometimes people say 16, sometimes they say 24, whatever numbers may be there. But it is a congregation, assembly of many elements. And we can know it. If we have questions in our minds, we should ask ourselves and find the answer. Then body is only an assemblage. It is a combination. It is called Sanghar, Deha Sanghar. It is an assemblage of many things. And health department will explain to you how many minerals, how many vitamins, how many things you need to preserve this body, to keep it healthy and happy. Then this body is known as the food body or Annamaya Kosh. And even the child is not aware of his physical existence. We think that we are body. But remember yourself, go to your past. This is regression for me. And look at yourself. When you were a babe, you were just like any other babe. And you didn't know anything at that time. And whatever you learned, you forgot everything. Same thing is going to happen to each and every child. The body is an assemblage. Within it is a consciousness or spirit. That spirit is very important. That spirit has no relation with the body. There is something in between, a bridge, and that is called consciousness. The spirit becomes consciousness. And consciousness materializes into intellect or chitta or asmita or ahankar, and it uses the 5 senses. The consciousness uses mind or intellect. That consciousness is called chitta. And mind and intellect, they are created. Everybody believes his own mind, but it was not there and it may not be there. But consciousness is eternal and it will always remain. When mind and intellect are created personalities, we have created a mind. Mind of a musician, mind of a poet, mind of an artist, mind of a doctor, mind of a lawyer. We have created a mind which becomes a lawyer or doctor or businessman or this. Then these may have conflict. But consciousness is eternal and that never ceases to exist. That never breaks down. Mind may break down. You may have nervous breakdown or you may have problems. But the consciousness which is eternal, it is always pure and good. When we apply it, suppose I have 110 appliances and I attach it to 220, it blows up. Same thing happens to our body also. We have some high consciousness and when we apply to little place, it cannot contain that energy and it blows up the apparatus or it cannot exist. Then we have to learn very systematically what is the basis of our existence, what we are really. And a little understanding gives you joy. You will enjoy your life better. You will manage your business better. You will think better. You will feel better. And you will know also more and more. And you will be always enjoying every moment of your life. Never will be a moment of depression. Never will be a moment of frustration or problem if we thoroughly understand what yoga is. If you ask any Indian, he will define that yoga means unification of individualized soul with the master soul or Atma. Realization of the self or God realization is called yoga. We define it differently because everybody cannot understand the same language, same method. Therefore, there are many methods to make people understand these things. Yoga is very good and I have established YogaShakti mission to teach yoga. Minimum charges just to run it and everybody should be loving and caring for each other. Those who wish to learn, they should practice yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga and Jnana Yoga. There are many classes here, I think. And Sunday is Sunshine Lecture, which is open to all subjects. You can speak on any subject which is useful to mankind, which is useful for daily life. Like I would like gardening, horticulture, or art, or computer. He is Larry Abdullah. He is in computers. Larry Hillpot is in carpentry. And these two are psychic beings manifesting from ethereal world. And both are psychic. They like to heal people. And I have a difference with her. I don't want people to fall sick. And if nobody falls sick, then there is no question of healing. Then we are two opposite poles. I teach yoga, which is preventive. Don't fall sick. Don't be unhappy. And always do something which will make you healthy, happy, and wise. And this is my teaching, but she is a great friend of the mission, and she has done a lot. And if you want her card is always there. And I must tell you that I asked her to pray for somebody who was very, very sick. I don't want to mention names because I don't like to claim anything. Many people are helped and they do write me letters, but I don't like to claim. Let God get all the credit, not me, because this is the work of the Guru. I must pass you on to divinity or hand over to God. And Guru is only a bridge. And many people have benefited by prayers and things. And I asked you, he is better. I'm just giving you news. No news. Yeah.
I can't mention the name.
No, I won't.
Good.
This is, because people have come to me with lots of problems always, and they have been helped. But I have never mentioned anybody's name because I don't like it. When I retire, then it will be published, not before that. Okay, no names, because no publicity for this thing. Because then ego goes up and we feel that we are doing. No, we don't do. Everything is done by God. God does. God uses you as an instrument for them. May you be an instrument in the hands of divinity and go on doing your thing. But no names should be ever published of it. Now, I have been to India. I request somebody to read this. Then you will get all the news. Who will read it? Judy Cobb? Oh, you are without glasses? Okay, my stone.
From the beginning to the end?
Yes.
Mataji's Tour of India.
The first page is like this, all pictures, and the second page is all news. Okay.
India. India is a beautiful spiritual homeland for all people of the world because of its easy and spiritual style of living, where time moves slowly. Mataji, my YogaShakti, visits India once a year. She traveled extensively in India from east to west and north to south from February 9th to May 1st of 1987. Mataji's dear disciple, Nirmala Shakti, Margaret Maya Rinch, her Christian name of New York, also followed her and visited all YogaShakti ashrams. Devi Bhagavatam, the most important event of 1987, are the 3 Devi Bhagavatams conducted by Mataji. Mataji gave discourses for 9 days every morning and evening at Bombay, Delhi, and Calcutta YogaShakti ashrams. T.P. Goyal, Mr. Goyal, to whom Mataji has lovingly given the name Pawan Surya, a very admirable and inspiring devotee. Due to his hard work, the Devi Bhagavat Kathas were successful in Delhi and Calcutta. He wishes to organize Devi Bhagavat Kathas for Mataji in all states of India. Those who wish to organize a venue may contact him in Calcutta. Pictures. Beautiful pictures have been taken by T.P. Goyal, Calcutta, Nirmala Shakti in New York, and Sangeeta Daryani in Bombay, of all the ashrams and Devi Bhagavat discourses. If you wish to attain copies, please contact them directly. Discourses in Delhi. Srimati Indu Jain invited Mataji to lecture at the Women's Mahabir International Conference. Mr. Mittal invited Mataji to lecture at the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Mr. R. Lakhotia invited Mataji to inaugurate his seminar for better living. The Delhi Ashram, a beautiful marble temple, has been constructed at the Delhi Ashram at our expense of 23,000 rupees. Yoga classes are conducted by Yogesh Kumar, Mataji's adopted son. Therapeutic classes are conducted by Mr. Tirtha Yogacharya for free. Morning and evening arti is conducted punctually by Yogesh Kumar. Regular satsanga will be conducted every evening. All speakers and saintly people are hereby cordially invited to lecture at the ashram in the evening on spiritual topics. Delhi Ashram needs a part-time music teacher to conduct bhajan classes once a week. Donations. All devotees are requested to take receipts for all donations. All are welcome to attend all the functions at the ashram. All activities start punctually. Please come before time to be on time. Devotees are requested to become life members or annual members or members of the classes. We thankfully acknowledge life membership contribution from Mr. Walayati Bamgupta and Dr. R. Chandri. Devi Bhagavatam in Delhi. Mr. R. N. Lakhotia was chief guest and host. Musical performer Mahima Devahuti Kasiwa, a world-renowned Indian singer, gave a beautiful performance 2 evenings during the Devi Bhagavat. Mrs. Sulochana Brahaspati, the famous musical artist, wife and disciple of the late Dr. Acharya Brahaspati, and her musical party performed at the ashram for 3 nights. It was very heartening to see 60 sadhus come to the ashram Bandara to bless the occasion. They were offered food and dakshina by T.P. Goyal, secretary and trustee of the Calcutta ashram. Calcutta ashram. Mataji was at the Calcutta YogaShakti ashram from February 26th through March 11th. The ashram is running very well under the able leadership of Mataji's disciple, Majaya Shakti. It is a beautiful ashram, and from 1988, it will serve as a yoga teacher's training center for the YogaShakti ashram. Majaya Shakti is an excellent yoga teacher and organizer. Shiva Shakti, who recently graduated from Dehradun Kanya Gurukul, is assisting Majaya Shakti in running the Calcutta ashram. That's the duration.
Next page. Continue.
Mr. Sharvish Kumar, who served the Bombay ashram for 3 years, has now transferred to the Calcutta ashram. He is doing very well under the leadership of Mr. T.P. Goyal. Sharvish Kumar has a great aptitude for mechanics and electronics. Gita classes. Mrs. Sheila Buwalka, a great devotee of the YogaShakti ashram, is conducting inspiring Gita classes twice a week, which are very successful. Bhajan classes. Mrs. Rama Roy has conducted a much-loved bhajan class successfully for the past 4 years. All of those who wish to learn music, please join this class. Charity. 60 kilograms of rice, equal to her weight, was distributed to the poor people in Calcutta during the Devi Bhagavat in memory of a cancer patient who died in Colorado. This was done by Mataji to fulfill a promise given to a soul in transition. Madras Ashram. Mataji is going to open YogaShakti ashram in Madras soon. The ashram will be located in the heart of the city like Calcutta and Bombay. Inauguration. The inauguration ceremony will be conducted by Mataji, who will come to India in November through December for that purpose. Installation. The marble Durga Murti and lotus has already reached Madras for installation. Those who wish to join Mataji on her visit to India should contact us immediately. In Madras, people may contact Mr. Ramesh Chandra, Director of Deccan Safety Glass Factory, Atipeth, Madras. The telephone is 652-429, or Mr. Babu Bhai Barai, Gayatri, at 4 Hosier Street, Nungam Bakam, Madras, 600-034. The telephone is 477772. Bombay Ashram Devi Bhagavat. Discourses were given by Mataji morning and evening. This was Bombay's second Devi Bhagavat. The whole atmosphere was charged with spiritual vibrations. Morning and evening arti were designed attractively with different colors. Devi Bhagavat is an ancient epic which contains wisdom on varied topics. The Bhagavat stories, reinterpreted into modern language, are very inspiring. All of Mataji's discourses were taped in all 3 ashrams, Bombay, Delhi, and Calcutta. Those wanting copies, please contact T.P. Goyal in Calcutta or Saraswati and Usha Mehta in Bombay. Majaya Shakti came from Calcutta to organize the Devi Bhagavat in Bombay. She did wonderfully well with the help of Chandra Sakti and others. Mrs. Purnima Seth decorated the whole ashram with flowers which really looked beautiful, like the full moon. Mr. Ram Krishan of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Bombay, and Mr. Hari Bhai of Prinpuri Satsang Mandal also participated in the Devi Bhagavat function. Mataji also gave discourses one evening at the Prinpuri Satsang Mandal. The great international renowned poetress Maya Govind gave her poetic performance one evening during the Devi Bhagavat. Her poetry contained high spiritual thoughts. The great Muslim poet of Rajasthan, Abdul Jabbar, recited his spiritual poems one morning at the ashram. All artists are hereby invited to come and visit all the ashrams in India and abroad. Shraddha Shakti graduated from Dehradun Kanya Gurukul in the first division with the BA. She is a scholar in Sanskrit and music. She will be conducting regular Gita and Ramayana Satsanga every evening at the Bombay Ashram. Birthday. Mrs. Shukla Shah, the renowned Indian poetress, has recovered fully from her illness. She celebrated Mataji's 60th birthday, Shashti Purti, at the Patakar Hall in Bombay. Om Vyas, the great HMV artist, gave an illustrious musical performance. Murti installation at Baruch. A Durga Murti with the marble lotus was installed at the Baruch YogaShakti Mandir in the village Navatavra on the banks of the river Narmada by the parents of Mukund Bhai Agrawal in April, Navaratri. Since Mataji could not visit Baruch herself, she appointed the Agrawal family to do the installation ceremony. Murti was installed with great preparation and ritualistic fashion. Raghu Bhai, a great Sanskrit scholar, was the priest at the installation ceremony. Mataji could not find time during this trip to visit Nagpur and Gondia. She received many phone calls and telegrams requesting her to come. We hope that she will be able to visit them on her next trip. Ma Uma Shakti is conducting yoga camps all over India. She will be available for yoga camps. Those who wish to organize a venue, please contact Mr. T.P. Goyal in Calcutta. Enough?
Yeah, and a little more. Finish.
Blessings for Guru Purnima. Yoga is unity. It is capable of bringing people of all races and religions together in a common platform. Religious training helps one to evolve into a good person. The mind wants to expand itself. It wants to realize the real nature of the universe and consciousness. Many queries arise out of the human mind, like waves in the ocean. Consciousness will be restless until it has known the ultimate reality, peace, bliss, and truth. It is the demand for growth that lets one go in search of the experiments and to find the real purpose of life. Everyone is born in his own time. Dogmatic teachings help to a limited extent in setting guidelines, but they do not give answers to all questions. The whole ultimate truth is to be discovered by humans in little steps. Truth is eternal. Language and experience change with the passage of time. Science and spiritual teachings are not contradictory to each other. Science is helping mankind to realize the unity of consciousness. Science so far endorses the authenticity of spiritual teachings. I wish happiness and enlightenment to come to you. These can be achieved by sincere efforts in this lifetime. Time is money. Mind is precious. Whatever God has given you is a beautiful gift. Use these three wisely and make your future shine like the full moon of today. May God bless you. Swami YogaShakti.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know how many people are on our mailing list, but they will all, and those who are, that's why I'm not giving it. Now, I would like you to speak for me, everybody. Varuna, where is Surya? Is she coming? Call her. Where is your baby? Bring the babies, all the babies. And can you bring some puja articles? All the babies, newly born. There are so many babies arriving. And I don't want ashram to be a maternity center. But parents should rejoice. They should throw a party for all of us. This is their duty, not my duty. But it is their duty to throw a party, to welcome, to invite, and make the baby happy. Okay? This is Grihasthashram, teachings for married people. Married people are very important. They are called Grihasthas, householders. And they have to shoulder the burden of the whole world, because they must create such children who will be responsible citizens, who will be enlightened and feel responsible for all our mistakes and happiness. Come in, all babies come. Come here. Is there any prasad? Chip, bring something. Yeah, come in. Come in, all babies come. It is a day of children today, it seems. Some red powder and... Just a moment. Not in favor of many babies because we already have too much population in the world. If you read all the data, there are two. But all arrivals are always welcome because when children are born, it means they have their own karmas and they are coming here. They have chosen their parents and they are here. Now, in India, we have many ceremonies. Anybody can speak for that? All of you? Before the inception, we have a ceremony, Garbhadhan, then inception ceremony, then 3 months when the child is in the womb, then after 3 months there is a ceremony, then after 6 months there is a ceremony, and when the child is born, the first ceremony is only after 6 days, which is called Shashti. There is a deity allocated to that some divine deity always protects children like fairies, and that deity is worshipped, which is known as Shashti, 6th day, or Shashti, or Mangal Shashti. And Mangal Shashti is worshipped when we have Navratri, but usually that is the deity for children. And after 12 days, it is called, what is it called? 12 days, because everybody is born in the hospitals. No, hospitals don't perform these ceremonies. If the children are born at home, then these ceremonies are performed. After 6th, then 12th day. Then it is a big ceremony in India because the mother's brother will bring lot of gifts, and it is a great joy. Always the child's mother's parents are responsible to send gifts in India. Then they send lot of gifts for the child, for the mother, both, and food, lot of food. That is called 12th day or Barhi, Barah or Barhi. And later on, I think after 3 months or 40 days, 40 days, then the child is allowed to be taken out, or you can take. Until then he should grow strong to stand the light and air and other things, get adjusted to this world. After 40 days, usually many people go across the river, Ganga Par, something, that you go in a boat and you have a thread or go. I'm just telling you not to do it, but we should do it because it is a great amusement and it becomes educational thing for children, because children need to learn many things and they must be taught by way of living, by way of doing, and children will enjoy most. As children, we used to enjoy all these ceremonies. Somebody is having, and all children rejoice, because this stops your life becoming bored. All babies, good. How many babies? What about Surya? Is she coming?
No. The baby is asleep and she has been keeping her up night and day.
She has to come to her. Baruna, you go and bring her. Come with her. Husband, wife and child, all should come together. And if you have a yellow, then you come. I called her and she said no. How come? I called her and she said no. When I am calling, it means that she should come. And today is good day, not raining. And after 3 months or 4 months, we have food introduction ceremony, Annaprashan. What do you call in Gujarati? All are Gujaratis, isn't it? What is it called? Sanskrit, Hindi, Gujarati is the same. Annaprashan. Yeah, it is all Sanskrit name. Annaprashan is done, that now the child will live on food, not mother's milk. Therefore, he should be introduced to the food. May this food bring him health, wealth and wisdom. And then after 1 year or before 3 years or until 3 years, there is Mundan ceremony. The hair is taken off. The birth hair is not kept for all times. Once it should be taken off, completely shaved. That is called Mundan ceremony. And that is also good, because then he is introduced to the weapons of the world. The knife on his head means the world is not always happy. It has many challenges or whatever it may be. But the birth hair is not kept. Is that so? Yeah, Mundan ceremony?
Especially for the son. Especially for the son.
Especially, but it is done for both, girls and boys both. Yeah. And after that, girls never have Mundan. Only at that time. The birth hair must be removed. After that, 5 years old child should be introduced to alphabet or knowledge. Then that is called a new birth, because learning is real life. Then he is introduced to learning. It is called Akshararamb. Then at the age of 5, he must be formally introduced to alphabet. Then at the age of 7, and between 7 and 9 or any time, there is a ceremony which is called thread ceremony. Thread is given to the child, means he is being prepared for manhood, means learning good habits. Then that is Upavit Sanskar, Yagyopavit, Yagnopavit. Then that is a big ceremony. That child is leaving the parents and going to the teacher's home. He will live with the teachers, maybe hostels or teachers, and he will learn all the ways of life, including learning plus practical wisdom. By serving the Guru, they learned how to do and how to live. Even Krishna and Ram, they had to go to Guru's place and learn everything. And there he is treated alike. Even a prince is treated alike. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. All are students. Vidyarthi Jivan and Brahmacharya ka Jivan. And that is taught to children how to lead a very pure life and dedicated to learning only. Learning and serving. When Yagyopavit is done, then nowadays when people don't do, because they want to save their time and they want to save their expenses also, because it is a big expense, then it is done at the time of marriage. Children at the age of 25, they are no more children, they are into manhood. They will take leave from the teacher, come back to home and do their business, get settled, marry and have their own family. And at that time, means marriage time, Yagyopavit is done now. Those who have not done their Yagyopavit before, then at the marriage time he is given Yagyopavit. Okay. Now we have got 2 babies recently born. They will come first. Come. We are going to formally welcome them into the ashram. Now he is going to be a member of the ashram. Come on, the youngest member, 15 days old. Yeah, both of you come here. Sit in front. Sit in front. Sit in front. Both of you. Sit in front, facing me. Yeah. Okay. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः। नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियता प्रणता स्मताम्। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुभवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. All the children sit behind. Second line of the second children, older born. Yeah. All children sit down. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. I'm waking him up now. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. Okay, he is the youngest. She सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी. ले आओ भाई उसको भी कर. नारायणी नमोस्तुते. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. You got drop rain. Rain is coming. Okay, every child will come and have a prasad. Parents first. You come and have. Come here, both of you. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. God bless you. Come here. Don't let it fall on. This is done with married people. All married people should have today. Okay. God bless. Okay. Put a black dot also. That's it. Okay. Bring it. Come here. You have started talking, isn't it? Yeah, he's trying to talk. सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. You have to come once again, please. Come once again. Be a good father and good businessman. Good husband also. Yeah, be a good mother. And what about the boy? This is boy's chair. Give him juice a little. Wait. This is Brendan. Okay. Sarvamangal Mangal Shiva Sarvartha Sadhike Saranye Trambake. Okay. For being mother. For you work hard. No. Being father. And this is for the baby. Okay. Now come on. Okay, now all children come. All children come. Can I put Sita? They are known as Divine Mother. They are what? Yeah, good mother. Yeah, have it. Take it. Yeah. Okay, come on. Come here. Good. Take it. Yeah, this is for you. And you? Good. God bless you. God bless you. Okay, come on. Come here. Come here. God bless you. Come on. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. What's your name? God bless you. Okay. Who is left? All children? Mostly girls. All Divine Mother. Devi ka avatar. Boy. Yeah. Brand. 3 boys. Come here. 2 babies are boys. They are not girls. See? They are. Okay. Take your prasad. Take your prasad. Don't cry. Don't cry here. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Okay. अच्छा चलो दर्शन करा दें उसके बाद तुमको भी तुमको भी लगा दे सबको पहले दर्शन अच्छा कोई बात नहीं सबको याद गॉड ब्लेस यू मोर फ्रूट्स आई नीड मोर फ्रूट्स या आ जाओ आप भी आ जाओ प्लीज कम या एवरीबडी कम दिस इज कॉल्ड ब्लेसिंग God bless you. अभी टेम्पल में ले चलते हैं दर्शन को. God bless you. Your name please? Cynthia. Okay. God bless you. तुम लोग अपना मांग में लगाना हो तो सब लगा दो. God bless you. Come. क्या नाम है तुम लोग? जयश्री एंड लास्ट नेम पांड्या. जयश्री पांड्या. ये पहली बार आ रहे हैं? अच्छा. God bless you. Okay. Thank you. Where is your wife?
She's been home today.
Okay.
Tried to get her.
God bless you. हरिओम. क्या शुभ नाम आपका? परेश पांड्या. अभी टेम्पल में चल के दर्शन करो. खुलवा दिया है, खुल गया. सब लोग टेम्पल में जाके दर्शन करके आओ क्योंकि खुल गया. हाँ. God bless you. Yeah. I remember you always. Yeah. God bless. Your name please? Kevin. God bless. You were here last night.
Yes.
Your
Kevin
lecture.
Volpe, Manaji.
Yeah.
Kevin Volpe, he gave us.
Yeah, I wanted you to lecture a few minutes. Yeah. That's right. Okay.
Thank you.
Whatever your desires are, may your desires be fulfilled.
They get me in trouble.
No trouble. Don't invite trouble. God bless you. May your desires be fulfilled.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay. God bless you. May your desires be fulfilled. Always have good desires. Okay. God bless you. Your baby, God bless you. Yeah, you also come. Yeah, God bless you. Yeah, you had a baby. How old is she now?
She's a year.
Year and a half. Okay.
Just remember what year it is, right? January 1st.
Yeah. God bless you. Yeah. Tea is ready? Yeah. Mike and Geisha are inside. God bless you. Okay. God bless you. What's your name? Regine. You look different today. God bless you. Where is Shama? Shama, come here. God bless you. Okay. Where are
children you're looking for?
They're down looking at the house. They had an appointment with her this morning.
Okay, let's go and have
Left,
tea.
not on the land now. Pardon? They've gone, they're not on the land.
They're no longer on the land. They're neighbors.
Oh, and the brother.
What about you? Come here.
We don't have babies.
All babies are yours. Come here. Come here. All babies are yours. When we don't own a house, we rent a house. Come on. God bless you. When we don't have it, we rent it. Okay? Yeah. God bless you. Yeah. God bless you. All children of the world belong to you. We don't need to have our own. Who is going to clean the diapers? We have hired the parents to clean the diapers. Okay? Children belong to us, but they are hired parents. One has to treat the child like that. He is a soul, not a property. Okay. We are still here. Shall we chant Om? Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityor ma amritam gamaya sarvesham swasti bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu sarvesham mangalam bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Hari Om. God bless you. Very happy. Next door.
Thank you, Manaji, for welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
I must have your
tonight.
thanks.
And also would like to mention that Manaji will lecture Sunshine lecture also, and you're welcome back again.
Is that I can explain to you, and you will find your answers, because I'm sure that everybody finds answers. It's like 26 alphabets, and no word is left out. Is any word left out which is beyond 26 alphabets? It has been summed up. And 26 was 54 in India, sounds. Even now, the whole world can be analyzed into sounds. Just like the whole bread is into slices. If you get a slice, it means you are a part of the whole slice. It came from this whole bread. Similarly, everything is included in these sounds. Everything is nothing else but sound. In the beginning, there was Word, and Word was with God. That means that in the beginning, there was only sound. Sound is manifestation of God. sound is materialization of divine energy. And sound is very important to all of us. Even now, you can look at the world that we are all dancing upon the tunes of the words. What is it all about? Just a word play. We are playing games of words. You say something, I say something, you say something. And it is moving your emotion, it is moving your limbs. It is an interplay or interaction of sounds. Interactions of words, interactions of many things. This moves my subconscious, it moves my unconscious, it moves everything. And sound is the first manifestation of divinity in this universe. Last Sunday I mentioned that it caught my attention, though I knew it, but it caught my attention, that what is the point which grieves Christian people to accept Oriental things. It always grieves them. And they have tried to explain it. First thing, that they believe in personal God, and God is ruling. God is not man, and man is not God. This is their basic logic. It is a logic. It's not a reality. It is a logic that God cannot be man, and man cannot be God. And when God cannot come down, cannot have feelings for us, then we can never be one of us. He is never one of us. It is partially correct, and it is always okay. But later on, Christianity is more only tied down to the earth alone. More earthly thoughts are revolving around Christianity, which was not in the beginning. In the beginning, or in the first phase, I believe that Christianity was also an offshoot of Eastern Orientalism. It was an offshoot. The wisdom traveled and it underwent many changes. Like we call Krishna as shepherd, but shepherd is called cowkeeper. Cowkeeper became shepherd, sheepkeeper. Instead of cows, because you can't find cows, you can't have cows in snow countries. Cows are more tropical animals.
They need more comfort or good climate. And in winter, which animal can survive? It can only be sheep. Sheep have long hair. They can keep themselves warm. And cow keeping or sheep keeping, not cow keeping, is very important for snowmen because it could provide them warmth, heat, and food also. They will give very little milk. Maybe you drink or don't. But meat will be very valuable in snow country. And shepherd or sheep keeping was taken for cow keeping. Just like I am changing many things. I am not doing completely like India. No, I have departed from that tradition and I have changed many things suiting to my circumstance. And you will also change suiting to your needs. And everybody will change everything according to his own demands and needs, because we are born in our own time. In India, we offer Bel Patti to Shiva. It is 3 leaves together, trident leaf, which has 3 together on one stem, but 3 separate. And you can see 3, just like a clove. It has 3 petals. Similarly, we have that Bel Patti, and Bel is very good fruit for health, for digestion. It is a medicinal plant and you can survive on it. You can eat the leaves also. They have medicinal value, and that leaf is offered. Now I don't find those. Then I have ordered my pupils, disciples, initiated people, that you offer mint leaves, because I can't find anything. And mint is also good for health. You can eat it in any way. Then you offer mint leaves too. And now my Shiva gets mint leaves, not Bel Patti. If Indian people will come, they will not understand why I have changed, but they may ridicule or may object to it, like dogmatic people always do. That no, this must be. But where do you get Bel Patti here? You can't. It is called Bilva Patra. Then we have to change according to our needs and situation and circumstance. And all religions underwent all those things, including any religion, maybe Hinduism, maybe Christianity, maybe Judaism, maybe. You had to adapt and adjust to the present needs. And at the same time, you have unconscious love for the past. This also you cannot eradicate, you cannot erase it altogether. Where you are born, what you have seen before, that is your first love. People fall in love at first sight. Then first love of the man, of the child, is with the five senses or whatever falls in the range of five senses. What he sees, what he eats, what he touches, he will fall in love. Then first is parents, mother and father. Second is house or brothers and sisters. Then fourth is your food, then your clothes, then your culture, your religion. It is definite that you will fall in love with those things you were born with. It comes before your birth. It is there. And naturally, child is brought up in that environment. And I don't blame if people have love for their own religion and culture and things. It has to have. You cannot do away with it. And if you have loving love without hating others, it is okay in its own place. It is beautiful in its own place. You be Christian, let me be Hindu, and still we be friends, and still we can give our life for each other, then that will be heaven. To me, that is my heaven. If I can love you in spite of all your weaknesses and in spite of all your other things, still I will love you. And if I am Hindu, then you should also love. Hindus also should be loved. Why should they be hated and condemned and they are devils and they will go to hell? Why should it be? I love you, you love me. Is it good contract of peace treaty? That will bring peace. And everybody should have a choice to do what is like. That comes next. Religion is very good as long as you are young in mind, because you need a fenced thing or for your own protection, mental protection, physical protection, emotional protection, financial protection. I wouldn't like that a child is persuaded to something. I've never done that. I never do that. I never want to manipulate anybody's mind. No, I don't. Though I know I can, but I won't. I never do. I have never done. And this has become my mission. I took up this mission only just to see that everybody is safe and secure in his own place. And that's how I established my ashram. Because I knew that people are being manipulated in the name of religion. Forget Christianity. Even within the sect, it is happening. Even within your own religion, it is happening. Everywhere, even within the family, it is happening. You can't blame. It is human nature to exploit or to be wrong or to go wrong or to do wrong things. Because it is inherent in you. Why it is, I can't explain to you, because it may be past memories of animal life. There are genes of animal life also. There are memories of animal life also. That's why you want to exploit somebody else. And my theory is, can't we live together like white rose and red rose? Both. And both are beautiful. That is spiritual symbiosis. That we can live together, grow together. And that is called Guru and Shishya. You are my pupil until you need me. When you don't need me, go out in the world and do more than what I have done. This is Guru. That I would like that my pupils are greater than me, higher than me, not as a rival, not as torture, but for doing good things, for bringing more love and peace to the world. Go as emissary and bring more peace to the world. And you will remember my Guru taught me this, as I remember that I learned from those people. And I'm very grateful. In that way you have to go out. Not being next to me and fighting with me and becoming rival with me. No need to. When you feel that you are too strong and too good, yes, Guru himself says that go out and do more things. There is a beautiful story about Guru Nanak, that he went to a village and he taught, and everybody appreciated, and all people were very good. He was given red carpet welcome, and he was worshipped. When he left, when he was leaving, the pupils asked, "What is your message for us? What instructions do you leave behind? What should we follow?" And he said that, may you spread out. And they were worried that he said spread out. It means our harmony and unity is not good enough. That we should go away in different directions. He said that go in different directions. Go out. Why should we go out? We should stay here and enjoy. He said, no, go. Go out. And then he went to another village, and it was a village of robbers. They also welcomed him. And they became followers. When he was leaving, then they asked, what should we do? Then he said that stay together. Always be here, don't go out. Then the pupils could not understand. When he was back at his place, then the pupils asked him, why did you say like that? He said that robbery is a bad thing. Then they should not go out and spread it. But harmony should be spread out. Goodness must be propagated. But evil should be nipped in the bud, or it should be confined to a certain place. It should not spread. That was the message. And this is known as goodness. Go out and do more good things. There are so many things to be done. I see that there is lot to be done throughout the world. I feel that anywhere I will go, I'll start some new thing. And that's how I have done. Everywhere I went and I created something. In a village, Shama has lived there. It was a burial ground where I worked 10 years, and it became so beautiful. That was my life, just like this, more beautiful than this. 25 acres, it is only 20 or less, and that had many buildings, more than this, more than that. And here is very few people, 10, 15, 20. There we had 200 children, or so many people, and bigger kitchen, bigger things. But I think we all enjoyed, and everybody remembers. Don't you, Shama? Or am I forcing you to say like that? No, everybody lived free. Many people lived with me, and many free, they all gave their services to the school, and we all lived like a family. It was nice and good. We should know the earth first. We should know the body first. We should know the laws which are to be observed here. Then we think of other things which are divine. If we are not thinking right, we are not doing right here, we cannot go on high planes. This I know. That if I cannot respect what is here, if I cannot handle it here nicely, I cannot handle it there. And this is a great message for spiritual people who are always thinking on a very, very high level, and they can't do anything here, or very little thing. Even body is not taken care of. Sometimes we fall sick, everybody has problems, everybody has no money, everybody has some problem, everybody. If we can't take care of this world, we cannot take care of that. But there is one thing wrong in taking too much care of the worldly things, that we get involved to that extent that we lose ourselves. We overindulge into material things. That overindulgence is forbidden. You have fixed hours. Morning hours, devote to your spiritual pursuits. Daytime, devote to your families, health, wealth, and world. Do as much as you can do for the peace of the world, for bringing peace to the world. That is your duty. And in the evening, you come back, devote to your family, and devote to spiritual things. Nothing else. And when you go back to your bed, go back to bed with a spiritual thought. You revise, analyze your things, what you have done in the daytime. It is called Atma Chintan. You be your own doctor. You be your own psychologist. You revise your things in the evening before you go to bed and see what good things you have done, what wrong things you have done, and take a resolve that I will promote this virtue in me more, and I will neglect these drawbacks or weaknesses which I have. I will try to drop it off. I have to tell myself every day that YogaShakti, eat less. because you are putting on fat, too much fat. Eat less, eat less, eat less, and still mind doesn't care. Macaroni and good food, yesterday good food, and and if nobody gives, I can go and have it myself in the fridge. Fridge is always open. I wish there was a lock on the kitchen door, like India. Then nobody goes after the lunch. Then it will be a good discipline. Even who asks for discipline? There should be some kind of discipline that we discipline ourselves. And when we cannot control our mind ourselves, then we use lock and key. Then we use doors. Then we use windows to control our consciousness. It gives us warmth and protection also, but it is a method to put discipline on it. Like one discipline of this ashram is that everybody must go to bed at 9 o'clock. Will you follow? You came late, 12 o'clock. And I gave you special permission to arrive 10 or 10:30. You arrived 12 o'clock. You don't know that I was waiting every moment for you. I left the lights on. I left everything on so that. And you called me, you are coming. You called me, you are not coming. And then nobody knows when are you coming. Before he called several times. But this time he didn't call when he is expected. And every moment people are expecting. This is a kind of emotional torture, I call it. Emotional torture. Keep people in suspense. That is most killing. Indecision. What do you think? Indecisiveness or suspense is more painful rather than facing a problem. Suspense, waiting. Though you have to learn patience, but when you arrive, it is good to inform beforehand. Otherwise, don't inform. It is open for you, those who are members. And those who are close to me, it is always open. But usually, 8:30, the ashram must close. This is first step. That's why I miss many things of the world, because I don't know what the world is like at night. What the world is in the evening, because I am always at my satsang place. I don't know how it is. And I don't want to break that discipline, because this is one way to be safe and secure. If you are at home, just like now they advertise that where are your children, do you know? You should know. Because parents are always out at night. And they don't know where the children are and what they are doing. Then keep home. 8:30 ashram will be closed. Is that okay? Can you pass my house? And if you want to come, yes, you are always welcome. Anytime, 24 hours, if you need it. Then if it is needed, yes, there are special occasions. It can be given exception. These are called exceptions. And if you discipline your own life here, there are many disciplines. Come on time. This is also. And to be on time, it is written somewhere that be before time. I expect 5 minutes earlier. You come here, meditate here, and this hall is only for meditation and spiritual things. Nothing for else. No social things should be discussed here. No business things should be discussed on my land. The land is not for business. Only I have given space to Varuna, then on that space he can run his business. But otherwise, no business talk. Though I can't stop your mouth, I can't stop you. You can, but not too much. You get introduced, then go out and have your business. I would like people to meet, get introduced. But business should be always outside, not here. No transactions should be discussed or done, anything here. And these are simple little things. If we follow, it will be good for you, because you are all parents, you are all citizens, you are all members of the society. It helps you. Now, when you can manage your physical things good, which includes 4 things. First is Ayu, which means health and living, all inclusive. Second is learning or being knowledgeable, have a trade, have a skill which will bring you always money, which will put you in a good position in the society, and you will always enjoy it. Third is resources or wealth or dhanam. If you have enough for yourself, then you can do something good in the society. Always aspire to have enough, not worrying about pennies, little pennies. That's why we have the philosophy of Savaya, I call it. This is my philosophy, but it is tradition, that when you give, always 1 1/4. Now some people have learned, when they offer me $11 or $5 or 21 or 51 or 101 or 2001. Now they have learned. And my bank also has learned because I always write checks 2001, never 2000. 2001 it will go. They have calculation difficulties, but add it, something more. Always have surplus so that you can help a poor person, so that you can do some noble things, so that you can give to the charitable institutions and temples and good things. And this is also very important to learn. I was taught as a child and it has helped me. I follow the same principles until today. I am 50 years old and I don't think I had very serious problems, though I had to face many problems, but that was only to teach me, okay, I will learn, this way I will learn, because I didn't know. For example, this ashram, I didn't know how to do things. And I thought it is a good challenge. God has given me, He has exiled me from India. He has banished me. There is nothing here and I'm needed to stay here. Okay, it is a good challenge. He wants me to learn something. Now I have learned so much by getting things done, or by doing you learn a lot. Then it is a golden opportunity when you learn. And ashram is a place for learning. While serving and doing, you have all learned. You all have grown. Everybody is well settled businessmen and people, because by doing you have learned also, you have got enough. Then always try to have surplus, not day to day, not 2.99. I don't like 99 because it means always 1 point less, is it? Well, not 2.99, always surplus, not less. And always have enough and plenty so that your heart is overjoyed to give some. And if you are hungry, how can you feed me? If I am hungry, how can I feed you? That's why I always take care that I have always surplus, so that when you come, I can welcome you. I can give you something. And surplus theory is also very important. This is called dhanam and many other names. Then fourth is yasham, kirtim, that with that surplus, with knowledge, with your life and with your energy, you must do some noble work, which will give good character to coming generation. Yasham is not for yourself. Yasham means name and fame. Unfortunately, people think that my name and my fame. No, it is not for me and myself. Because one died. Mr. Curie received an award or something. Madame Curie lived long, but husband died. He was instrumental in doing the research. I read that biography 3 times or 4 times because I loved it. It inspired me when I read. And rewards come later. But those rewards go to future generation, not to me. Those who build something, they die. So many heart attacks every day. People are gone. But younger generation receives it. Then a legacy of good deeds must be left for the bright future of younger generation. This is for worldly wisdom. Now I come to the psychic world, or 3 worlds, which I always say that may peace reign in the 3 worlds, in the 3 bodies. What are these 3 bodies, 3 worlds, or 3 levels of consciousness? Conscious, subconscious and unconscious. And so we are living simultaneously in 3 worlds, which I have for practical purposes divided into 4. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, Jnana Yoga. But we always say 3 worlds. People omit this physical world because physical world is already here. And we are living in 3 worlds simultaneously, which may be called as subconscious, unconscious and supraconscious, which are termed as Annamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, or Anandamaya Kosh. Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, or Anandamaya Kosh, or whatever way you want to put it in order. Then Man is mind. Vijnan means supermind or science. Vijnan means science. Mind should not be only mind. It should be supermind. It should be scientific mind. Vijnanamaya Kosh. And then Anandamaya Kosh. Ananda means bliss, joy, happiness. There should be nothing missing. Man should feel fulfilled and complete all the time. Nothing should be missing. then this is your course which is given, that you should realize that you are always happy, you are always good. Then one wisdom I am giving, it is Brahma Sutra, that you can realize Brahman, which is a symbol of happiness and highness and perfection and complete fullness and full of knowledge, happiness, wisdom, etc. is called Brahman, Brahma. Brahman can be reached by practicing bliss or Anand. No matter what happens to you, always feel good. This is a very practical good wisdom, that never see evil or wrong things. If I point out anything that this is here, this is not a criticism, no. It is just noticing that if this is not here, it will be more beautiful. Then we should always think of beauty, we should always think of energy, we should always think of happiness. If we are always thinking, then every cell of your mind or every neuron of your brain will gradually change its nature. It is very important to change every part of your mind, every corner of your mind, because the mind or brain is full of neurons and many cells, tissues, etc. Every tissue must think what I want to think. Every cell must think what I want to think. Be conscious. And I've given some practices. If you really want to practice all those things, this book I recommend, which is Adhyatma Sandesh. But it is for $2 donation. It is a valuable book, but it gives you only a summary of things that practice this, like that. And you will be able to find answers many ways. What is subconscious mind and new thought or thought? I have to teach you Raj Yoga, which cannot be summed up in one lesson or 15 minutes. No, it is a long subject, but I do hope that if you study it methodically, systematically, and if you reread it, re-study it, re-practice it, go on building your thoughts over that, then there should be no problem. Because Upanishads give this wisdom that tatra kah moha kah shokah ekatvam anupashat. For such a person who is realized, where is the problem? Where is the sorrow? Where is the evil? Then there is no problem, no personal problem, no sorrows. And instead of solving all the problems of the world, first solve your own problem. If you can solve your problems, if you are radiating with peace, if you are vibrating with happiness, goodness, and you have good thoughts for all people, other people will also get messages. I don't feel myself strong enough like a Reagan. He is the strongest man of the world. Then let it be his care. I will cooperate. I will not do anything which will obstruct his legal system or peace and order system. I will never obstruct. Then we should not obstruct laws, or we should not be hindrances in the law and peace and order, but at the same time, within your sphere, you should be like a little candle. Wherever your hands can reach, how far your feet can reach, and where to that extent your mind can reach, you can change things. If you are knowledgeable, if you know the skill, if you have the skill, you can always change. Then first start with your own life, then your family life, then go on improving. I started like that. I didn't know that I'll land here. I never expected that I'll be landing here at this age of my life. But I went on doing, experimenting all these things, and I found that everything is like blooming. A bird, then little flower, then it goes on bloom. It blooms and it grows. The tree goes on growing, more branches, more leaves. And when the time comes, it will go away. But the trees can live longer, 100 years also, 200 years also, or many hundred years. And it depends. And I would wish that after my death, there is no strife or struggle for power or money or struggle. No. I could create, I have created. But this should not bring any quarrels or fights or property fighting or anything. I don't want it. Rather, it should never be done. And everybody should be very careful about himself, then give to others. Your children are also your liabilities. You must give that education which will let them bloom, not a burden of property and a burden of things so that they can't manage and their character goes down. This is what I have learned from my family. It was a huge family, big family, and it grew. We were all intellectuals. Everybody is highly educated in my family. All are in good education and things. Nobody is less than PhD. Only I am left behind. No PhD, only master. And my lawyer should advise me that I should do PhD also. But if we bloom like that, I think all your layers of the mind will be open. We call it lotus flower. You have 7 lotuses in your body. The bottom, at the bottom of your spine, is known as Mooladhara chakra. Next is known as Swadhisthana chakra. The third is known as Manipur chakra at the navel button. And the fourth is known as Anahat chakra, which is known as lotus. And you can see all the pictures here. And fifth is here, the sky, or it is known as, what is it known as, Varuna? Okay, Vishuddhakya. And then here it is known as Adya chakra, and top is known as the highest, which is Sahasrara chakra. Sahasra means 1000. And Sahasrara just gives a message that millions. There are millions of neurons in our brain, and every neuron should be enlightened or it should be healthy. There are many brain diseases also, like thrombosis or brain hemorrhage or many other things, or fluid concentrate in the brain. So many brain diseases now are here. When these things should be taken care of. Our brain thinks, our nerves help to carry the messages. If you practice yoga, then probably it will take care of your brain and feet both, hands and brain. And it takes care of all lives, all layers of your existence. And we live here mentally more, emotionally more, intellectually more, or spiritually more, not only physically. If it was only physical living, then you would stick to your dining table. You will never get up from there. Man will go on eating 24 hours. Why do we eat only 10 minutes or 15 minutes or half an hour and leave the table? You don't sit on the table all the time. Then this is the message that we are not physical alone. We are living on other planes. We have intellectual pursuits, we have emotional pursuits, we have spiritual pursuits, and all those things can be very well understood. And if you want to answer your questions, then study it. How do we make up our mind? Mind is like a bag. We have filled many things inside. And how do we fill? The bags have only one opening, but our brain has got 5 openings, the 5 senses: eyes, ears, nose, and touch, and smell. Then we store knowledge in our mind from these 5 senses. Whatever we have experienced, whatever we have read, whatever we have heard, whatever we have seen, all this knowledge has assembled or stored in our mind. Then we have to develop one capacity which is known as Vivek. How to analyze, how to sort it out, how to file it. Filing system has to be learned. That I call yoga. This filing system is yoga. Reorganizing your personality. As your house becomes messy and you have to straighten everything, similarly your mind becomes messy. Mind needs to be straightened out all the time. And yoga is the tool to straighten out the mind. It cleans up. Whatever garbage is there, it must be thrown out daily through meditation, through pranayama, or through exercises, or through study, practical studies. And it reorganizes your brain. You have all the filing system properly so that whatever you want to reach, you can reach immediately. And you have to study it. And it is a technical thing. You have to know the terms. Suppose I want to know something, unless I learn the terms, I won't understand what they are talking about. And these terms have to be understood. And if we understand, it will be very easy for me. And next time, now I announce it, that whenever I come, I'll be having Patanjali Yoga Sutra one time, and I will finish it completely. Maybe it takes 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. But it will be a regular course, and it will be all free first time. Next time when I take it, then it will be charged, or otherwise it is charged. I always, to make people serious, I said $500, because you pay 5, and you should give donations to a spiritual thing. But this time, on one round, I'll give it free on every Sunday when I am here. And this will be a lecture on Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which tells you everything about thought and mind. No more than this can be told to anybody. As I mentioned to you, that whatever you have in your mind, it is all coming through the 5 senses. There is no other way to have it. Even when you say intuition or hallucination or visions and things, these are all coming through the 5 senses. They use the same language. They steal the language of the senses to express themselves. And there are many things to be discussed which I cannot sum up in one lecture, but I am giving you a hint or a message, and it will be very useful and very practical for each and everybody. We should be good, and we should do good for the future of other children, not only for ourselves. I don't believe in this individualistic theory which says only you. And when I see great people, or those who are taking care of city or state or country or world, they are not following this system of me. Only younger, ignorant mind takes the message of me alone. But other people are worried about Iran, about Lebanon, or other places also. They are not limited to their personality. They are going out, because mind can spread out, mind can bring anything to you. And it is up to you. How do you treat your mind? How you bring up your mind? How do you store everything? How do you organize your mind? And how do you let it bloom? And let your mind bloom in a beautiful flower which we call lotus. Let the lotuses of your body open up so that you are a beautiful person here and there or everywhere. I thank you very much for listening. I took up a lot of time, though I wanted to give you a few minutes to have question and answer. Hari Om Tat Sat. God bless you. Many topics I have left here. Which one is left out? I have to see the faces to remember. Does it answer anything? Anything. What questions you may have? Mr. Konkan, yes? Anything?
You just about covered everything.
I tried to.
I'm trying to keep track.
Questions, any? Lilia's point, what was that?
To tell us something like you should to
That I left. Because I had dealt it in last Sunday. Sunday we had. Because we can't repeat the same topic. That was my first Sunday. And it was nice. To me, I feel everything is nice. Wherever I arrive, okay. It's like, I'm like hurricanes, you know that. People have felt like that. When I come, lot of work activities, people get tired of me, I have to run away. This has been experienced everywhere, throughout. And I have to leave. And this was pointed out to me by YogaShakti long ago. Mataji, please go away. Because we cannot stand. Lot of work, activities and things go on. Then, no, we get tired. No, please go away. You come back again. She turned. Now I'm hiding mostly. No, I don't do. No, 1 week I don't speak to anybody. Then I start, because now my time is coming to go away. which I will name it when it is complete. But I do want people to finish my Shiva temple, which is most important to me. I want to inaugurate it before I leave. And I'm leaving on the 18th. How do I do? May I request all of you to get there and fix it up? Varuna said that it can't be done until Wednesday. I can't stand it. Do it right.